What's going on, trappers? This is Tommy Egan. Welcome back to J Will Trap TV. If you want to help me take over Chicago, make sure to hit that subscribe, and pull the notification bell.
So you know when we go live or make a new video. What is going on, guys? Welcome back. We are back with another episode of Power, and guess what? It's a real nigga's birthday today. So look, we are here with episode 3. This episode is called War and Icecream, and we're gonna do this a little different today because your boy gotta go get turned up. So let's get started. Let's go. So let's focus on Tommy. Tommy, he starts this episode off agonizing over his car getting shot last episode by Kay. Tommy already knows his treason and Diamond's trying to calm him down. Tommy's saying they need to unload that weight they took from Miguel, and he also tells Diamond that a little girl got hit in the shooting. So Diamond's over here telling Tommy, I told you so, like Smokey the Bear.
And remember, kids, only you can prevent wildfires.
And he says that he wants to talk to Jenard, but Tommy says that he's gonna go talk to Jenard. So we go to Tommy meeting Jenard, and Tommy is quickly able to deduce that Jenard didn't know about the hit and he doesn't have control of his crew. Tommy lets Jenard know that they hit a girl and that this is bad for business and he has to take out Kay, or Tommy's gonna go take Kay out and then he's gonna come take out Jenard. And from this point on, Tommy hits up Big Smurf, and he has Big Smurf watching Jenard to make sure that Jenard takes out whoever did the hit so he can learn who did it. Later, Tommy and Diamond, they go meet up with Miguel, and we pretty much see that scene that we see in the trailer with Miguel freezing his goon's hands, and we find out that Miguel tried to go investigate who did the hit on his truck, but remember, it's really Tommy and Diamond. So after Miguel has Tommy hold the guy's hand in place while he smashes the hand, and I like this scene a lot, but I just wish it wasn't in the trailer so it could have really popped my eyes out because, I feel like I already seen it, but it still was a good scene. So Miguel tells Tommy, hey, this is what I do to people that betray me. So Diamond and Tommy walk out, and Diamond's like, yo, we gotta slow our roll. I just heard they started a task force. We got this war going on. I told you all these things were gonna happen when you popped off. And Tommy don't give a fuck. Tommy like, bro, there's always gonna be a task force. And Tommy thinks that things will chill out once Jenard takes Kay out. Tommy goes to meet with Walter Flynn, and basically the point of this meeting is Tommy's still trying to figure out who killed Liliana. Now Walter, he's still trying to throw Tommy off the trail, but he fucking pretty much gives it up in the middle of the meeting. So they try to come to a truce, but when Tommy tells him that he's gonna keep fucking with his business, Walter takes it as a threat and he tells him to fuck off. But now Tommy knows it was Claudia who made the hit. So Tommy sets up a meeting with Claudia later and he asks her to her face if she killed Liliana, and she tries to lie, say there's a bunch of bullets flying, that it could have been anybody, but then Tommy pulls the gun right out of her on her chin, and it's like, okay, I knew it was you. But he doesn't do nothing because, the goons are right there, and he ain't gonna be able to get out of here and kill her. So this is, I hope they move past this now. I really do. I hope they move past this. I don't want to see them talking about Claudia killing Liliana if they're not gonna do nothing about it. He confronted her. She ain't gonna do nothing about it. We talked to Flynn, we talked to Vic. He could have shot any one of these dudes at any time, and we haven't done nothing. So let's just move on from that. Sorry, Liliana, yeah. So let's look at Diamond this episode, right? Besides Diamond playing Smokey the Bear, he set up a prison drug distribution system with his female love interest, CL. Somebody tell me her name in the comments. What is her name? Besides setting up this distribution system in the prison, he didn't do much, but we did learn some things about Rojas. So it turns out Diamond was the one who put Rojas inside of that wheelchair, and Rojas actually shuts down. He tells the CEOs on Diamond's operation, and they go in and they raid their cells and they lose 2 keys. So Diamond sends in a lawyer to try to talk to him, and Rojas doesn't want to work with her. He tells her that Diamond's the reason why he's in the jail in the first place, and he would never work with CBI. So then later, Diamond's female CEO catches Rojas slipping, and she plants some drugs on him, and she says that he's gonna get more time if he doesn't, start working with CBI. So Rojas finally agrees to work with CBI because he don't want to be up in there no more. Last thing about Diamond is Diamond needs to stop letting, the CBI dudes pack the drugs in his basement in his barbershop. Because if you guys remember, Big Smurf came out with that bag and his PO was looking at that bag. He was really suspicious and he was probably about to say something until Diamond's other barber said that the guy was just working in the store and made it seem like he was just, a young kid working in the store. Nah, but if I was the PO, I'm coming back and I'm raiding that basement because all he had to do was ask to go down there and they would have had no warning. So, Diamond, you gotta be smart. I feel like that was a dumbass move to be, doing that inside the barbershop, bro. So let's look at the Flynn family. Walter is still in a bad spot with Dublin, but at least he's bringing Vic up to speed on what's going on. And it turns out that Claudia, because she's mad that Walter took away the Southside operation from her, she's changing passwords and stealing money. So Walter actually has her apartment raided and they go into her safe and take her money. We also see that Walter and Vic, they set up a deal with the pharmaceutical guy because they want to start pushing those drugs in the South Side. The actual drop off for the drugs, instead of Vic taking the drugs from the courier, Vic calls the police and has the guy arrested. He then tells Walter that the deal's fallen through. Later, we see Walter meeting with the pharmaceutical guy and he wants his money back. He needs his money back because he either needs to start a new operation or he needs to save that to pay the Dublin guys. But the pharmaceutical guy don't want to give up the money because, he just lost a bunch of shit too making those drugs. So Vic just comes out prematurely and shoots the dude right there at the house. And Walter's pissed now because now he doesn't know how to get his money back. And remember, Vic is doing all this intentionally because he's trying to sabotage the Flynn Association from the inside. So let's finish up with Jenard. Y'all. So Jenard been having a terrible season since the beginning. They've been making your boy look stupid, and they need to give your boy a win. So remember, he started the episode with Tommy just showing up at his. How the hell Tommy know what to do? Tommy is like Batman in this series, bro. Tommy's pulled up on Vic. He just shows up everywhere. Like this fool just got eyes everywhere, knows where to go, knows where everybody lives. So he shows up and he tells Jenard that he has to kill Kay. I don't know why Jenard's scared of Tommy. Tommy came at him saying, if I kill Kay, you gonna be next. If I was Jenard, bro, come on, man. Don't be letting this white dude come in and punk y'all. Y'all gotta do something about Tommy. Y'all are making Tommy seem like invincible. Remember last episode, he got shot and then the next morning was out fighting dudes, fighting Miguel's goons. So Jenard spends most of the episode looking for Kay. He goes out there and he sees the city announce that task force. And while they're announcing that task force, Jenard asks his goons, yo, where is Kay at? I need to find Kay, I need to talk to him. But his goons are like, we're not telling on him. And we think what he did was right. But then later you see Jenard go talk to Shanti and she tells Jenard that if he kills Kay, that he's gonna have a mutiny on his hands because nobody liked this white boy Tommy and they out there letting this dude kill people. Jenard tells her that he gave Kay an order to stand down and he violated that order and he can't be out here having folks violate him. So that he has to do something about this. And he pretty much checks her, lets her know that you're not supposed to be on his side, you're supposed to be on my side. So she comes back and she tells him Kay's location. Jenard gets the drop on Kay and he tells him that, you should have listened to what I said. I don't know why you went out there and made a decision on your own to shoot at Tommy, but now you got the police on us, you hit a little girl, etc. And before he pulls the trigger, guess who comes out? Kay's grandma. She comes out with some, not no milk, but she has some cookies. And she tells Jenard to eat some. And she says that she will point him out in a lineup if her son comes up dead. So I mean, hey, Saved by the Bell. His mom came out, Grandma of the Year, right? So later on, we see Jenard, he's driving in his Lambo truck. He gets pulled over by those Serbs. They still want that pipeline. They want those projects, and Jenard hasn't had any progress on that. So they take his Lambo and leave him walking on the streets. To get back, Jenard ends up calling Kay to come pick him up. And while they're in the car, he's doing drugs. He hits some coke. And Kay's over here looking at him like a hypocrite, and he says, I thought you told us not to be doing our own drugs or not to be doing drugs, period. And then that's when Jenard tells him to stop the car. They get into it, and Jenard's paranoid because he heard that Kay was talking to a police officer earlier, so he thinks that Kay's wearing a wire, and he gets up on him, and they start fighting in the car. This is a dope car fight. You see Kay actually try to pull a pistol out while Jenard is beating on him in the car, and Jenard makes him drop that pistol, and then he wraps that seatbelt around his neck and chokes him out. I was like, damn, I like that scene. That was definitely the highlight of the episode, the car fight, him getting killed. So Jenard, then he dumps Kay's body right there on the street. I don't know what he did with that car, but I hope he torched that car because there's DNA all up in that car. Remember, Grandma was saying she gonna call him out in the lineup. Hopefully he told her that he was gonna go pick up Jenard and maybe something happens with that. I'm interested in seeing if they continue that thread next episode. So after this, we see your boy Jenard, he go pick up some heroin and we end the episode. So honestly, guys, I'm just gonna tell y'all, last episode, I called it a 7. I'm gonna call this one a 6. I don't know where this is going. I don't know where this show is going. I really would like to know. Like, if you guys remember the OG Power, the show was all about Ghost trying to get out of the game and become a legitimate businessman / politician, but still kind of be in a game and control things, right? If you look at Power Book 2, Tariq's goal is to become better than Ghost. But now we see that goal has kind of turned into him wanting to transform into a successful businessman as well, while running a large operation. Tommy's thing is just, I want to be the king of Chicago. And there's nothing in the middle. Yes, this episode they try to introduce the stuff with Tommy's mom. She's going to these meetings. She's trying to make amends. We see the stuff with JP, and he's talking to Darnell about, you know, why he left him or why he wasn't able to be there for a father. But it all feels like filler, guys, because you only see JP and those people like in their little compartments. Like they're very like compartmentalized. Like they're not a part of everything. In Power, in the original OG Power, everybody was in the mix. In Tommy's show, you have these people over here at the house. You have Diamond, then you have like the Flynns. Everybody's in a box, and no one. There's not a lot of like all these characters mixing together and causing like little issues and lies in between everything. And I think that's like what the problem with this show is. I don't know, because Tommy just keeps on being Tommy. Like the dude got shot last episode, dude running around, no problem. You know what I mean? Like sit Tommy down and like let's really look at these other characters or put Tommy in a bind. You know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't just be Jenard. Like how the hell can Tommy tell the Serbs to buzz off, but Jenard can't? Jenard got goons? Jenard ready to shoot? Why is Mirkovic scared of Tommy but not scared of Jenard? It just don't make no sense to me. So I'm about to go turn up. It's my birthday. I'm about to do my thing. Drop a like for your boy for his birthday, please. Drop a subscribe for that birthday. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll give you guys that big full review next week, but this week it has to be short. All right, peace.